Sporty greetings to you wherever you are in the world watching sports tonight on Channels Television. It's good to have you join us once again. I'm Austin Okonakpan on the show tonight. We'll check out what's going on right there in the English Premier League. Very, very decisive match between Manchester City and Everton. That one has a lot of importance to the league table. We will monitor it on the show tonight as we speak. Barcelona and Real Madrid, they will file out to play in the Copa del Rey. I hear that Lionel Messi is in the lineup for that one, will come in as a reserve player. No Cristiano Ronaldo. The last time that they met, we know the story of how it ended. So let's see how it's going to end tonight when Barcelona and Real Madrid plays in Spain. It's a big one. Everyone pause for that one. So we'll be monitoring what's going on right there in the Copa del Rey right here on the show. Also, I'll give you updates coming from the FIFA, from the CAF Under-20 AFCON. Yes, it's the Under-20 AFCON. The Flying Eagles of Nigeria, they were close to picking a ticket to the World Cup, but South Africa paused it. They said, no, not yet. So they need to wait till their final Group A match against Niger to know if they will qualify for the World Cup. But information that you can use, Senegal, they have become the first African team to qualify for the FIFA Under-20 World Cup in Poland. That's the story. I'll give you other updates as regards the Under-20 AFCON tonight on the show. So walk with us on this journey. Match day 7 of the Nigeria Professional Football League. Who's been following? Don't tell me tomorrow that we don't see away wins in the MPFL. We've been seeing away wins almost on every match day. Today, it was MFM. And they went to Remo Stars to get a decisive win. And Coach Fidelis Lechuku said, it's been a long time coming. We've been looking for this away victory. We got close at Rivers United, but we didn't get it. So the coach is super excited that his team traveled to Remo Stars today to get an away victory. Does it tell you something? Yeah, it reminds us that impossible is nothing, that you need to push and push till you get what you want. So much lessons coming from our world of sports. We'll talk about match day 7 of the Nigeria Professional Football League. Tomorrow, action will resume. We will also let you know the fixtures. We'll celebrate with the New England Patriots. Yes, after winning the Super Bowl, look, the entire city came out for their team to celebrate. We'll join that celebration tonight on the program as long as we've got some time on the show to do just that. So that's the outlook of the show. And of course, we have updates coming from FIFA, all of the football administration. What's going on? Is anyone endorsing Infantino? Do they like what he's doing already? We will discuss it on the show tonight. So walk with us on this journey wherever you are in the world watching sports tonight. It's guys, look, it's always a delight to have you join us to talk sports. And I love it when you get involved, when you send us questions, comments, suggestions. You guys have been awesome yesterday. I love the reactions that I was getting on social media as regards the Flying Eagles. Some of you are asking questions that I cannot answer. Others are saying, look, there's hope for this team. Some person says, no, the team is poor. We have to do more. That they don't think the team can go to the World Cup to qualify, to play well at the World Cup. And someone said, well, let them qualify first. Don't rush it. And I think that's what we should do at the under-17, at the under-20. It's developmental, no pressure. Let's just see what we can get out of it. It is the win at all costs that is causing problems for us. Sports Tonight on your award-winning, sports-loving Channels Television. I want you to be part of the program. Yes, talk to us on Twitter, Channels_sports, Facebook, Channels-sports. You can send us an email, sportstonight@channelstv.com. Let's use the hashtag Under-20 AFCON. If you're telling me anything as regards the Under-20 AFCON, just use the hashtag Under-20 AFCON. I'm going to locate it and I'll read your comments right here on the show. Hashtag English Premier League. Yes, it's getting big tonight. Everton taking on Manchester City. Can Manchester City pile up the pressure on Liverpool by winning tonight? We walk with you on that journey to see how it's going to end. And of course, hashtag Copa del Rey. So much is going down in our world of sports. Hashtag MPFL19. Yes, that's the hashtag that is going around the Nigeria Professional Football League. I'm loving what I'm seeing already. After match day 7, there are loads of things to talk about. MFM now back on top of the Group A table. Ifeanyi Ubah, they are not looking back. They bounce back to winning ways to still maintain their leadership on the Group B table. We'll talk more tonight on the program. All our top stories can be viewed on our website, channelstv.com, and on YouTube/channelsweb. Log on to mthechannelstv.com and download the Channels TV app for your iPad, your iPhone, iPhone, your BlackBerry, your iOS, your Windows phones, your Android phones, and of course, your iOS can do the magic. Wherever you are in the world watching us, come, let us play. I love it when you join us. Come, let us play for the love of the game. It's the fun factory. So much is going down. So, Joseph Mukuzi makes a return to the show. Joseph, it's good to have your sports tonight.
Yeah, always a pleasure. I'm so excited for Fidelity.
Same, yeah.
And I hope you'll be able to manage a few smiles. Usually very, very, looking very funny at the end of everything. But I'm so happy for him, and that, now that he has a good result, four victory on the bounce, which is fantastic. And I'm so really very excited about it. Now they are top of the league, which is exactly what they desperately need. And we'll see how it pans out at the end of the season.
So more pressure for the team, because when you're on top of the table, everyone wants to beat you and they'll pull you down. So that's it. Joseph is super excited for MFM. I said same here, thinking he was going to say he's excited to be here.
Yeah.
Because when Joseph is firing, his opening shots comes with fire. So
each time I just look at his press conferences, Fidelity, always a sorry sight, very, very unfortunate. And so sad, but I just hope that he will we'll be so excited to have him, and I'm so excited. Yeah.
So that's it. We'll continue to take a look at match day 19, match day 7 in the Nigerian Professional Football League. It's MPFL 19 is coming to my head. So I will continue to monitor that one. So much to talk about. We will let you know. For some of the updates that we'll be getting from the Nigeria Professional Football League, updates that we'll get from the English Premier League, updates from the Copa del Rey, and of course, at the CAF Under-20 AFCON. So it's kind of a loaded show for football tonight. We'll continue to talk about it. So let me just see what's going on. Just what are your expectations? Is Everton and Manchester City?
Well, Everton, they've had all manner of issues so far. They've only been able to get 11 points out of a possible 36, and they've lost 4 home games, to Leicester City, West Ham, and Spurs. I really don't see them pulling off any, much in terms of surprises. And the City, on their own part, won the reverse fixture in December last year, 3-1. Sergio Aguero has been one player that has been very, very prominent, in the score sheet. He scored twice last time. Ryan Sterling as well, somehow is on a streak. He scored 4 consecutive games against Everton. So he tends to find them very, very easy. They know they need to win this to be able to be on the same, to top the league. If they win it today, they'll be on top of the league. Already they have 5 goals difference. And so with the way Everton is playing now and the way City has been able to wake up from their December blip. They had all manner of issues in December. They actually lost 3 games in the month of December. That made Liverpool to go top of the league. And they're out of that particular blip now. And they're really looking very, very good. It's hard to bet against them. And in Everton, I really don't see them stopping.
I know it's going to be very tough, but let's see. It's football. Anything can happen. We didn't expect Newcastle to beat Manchester City.
We know that.
Newcastle beat. So let's see what Everton can do. And remember, they'll be doing it for Liverpool, their fiercest rivals.
Well, I really don't know. That competition has been brought up several. I don't think so. I really don't think so. They will go all out. They are professionals. And it's going to be an open game. But I still feel that City has enough arsenal. To be able to get the result.
Football is so funny. So when West Ham held Liverpool to a 1-1 draw, Manchester City liked their post and said, a spirited performance by West Ham. That was their own way of saying, thank you very much.
Liverpool, I don't know if it is the nerves that is kicking in now. I just hope they are able to. They are faltering at this stage. I was listening to Noble earlier. I was saying that they still have what it takes to be able to succeed. But they really need to keep their composure. At this level, that's where experience comes in. With the exception of James Milner, who's won the league with Manchester City, the other guys are pretty much new. And they tend to cave in when the pressure is much. They did that last time out when they were topping the league. I remember days of Suarez. But this time out, when you consider the fact they could have been 7 points up, and they blew it, and they could have been a lot more at the weekend. And they blew it. So now it's quite close, and
they need to show us
they really need to. Character needs to step in at this point.
So that's one of the matches we're going to be following live on the show tonight. Everton versus Manchester City at Goodison Park. The other matches at the Camp Nou. And surprise, that game is just in its 8th minute. Vasquez has already given Real Madrid the lead. So it's Real Madrid 1, Barcelona 0.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You know, no, the thing is that the game would always be very, very explosive. The entire world is watching right now. Austin is massive. Brazil actually sent, Tite sent Silvinho, the former Brazilian international, to watch Vinicius Junior. He's actually the youngest player ever to play, you know, at the El Clasico as it is now, you know, at the age of 18, following the likes of Verani, you know, Higuain and Ramos. It's going to be an explosive encounter.
You
know, they've already Real Madrid have gone 5 games. You know, they've won 5 games on the bounce. So they've actually recovered from that blip they had initially. Barcelona, on the other part, were very lucky to escape Valencia at the weekend with Messi coming in to rescue them. You know, they were 2 goals down and they got, you know, Messi had to do his magic, weave his magic, and they were able to come back and get a 2-2 draw there. It's going to be an explosive encounter. Messi is on the bench, by the way. You know, in spite of injury worries, they still kept him there. And when Messi is there, you know that he can always come in and cause some
there, you play with caution.
It's like a problem that is waiting to happen in Austin. So when he comes in, definitely he loves the big occasion. You know, and you can't rule out his ability to come in and change the thing.
Yeah, so that's it. That's the updates, information that you can use right there in the Copa del Rey. Real Madrid, Real Madrid 1, Barcelona 0. That's the scoreline for you. We'll continue to monitor it. So much is going down. So let's go to Niger and talk about the CAF Under-20 AFCON. We know the story of Group A where we have Nigeria and of course Burundi and South Africa and the host country Niger. That's the story in Group B. The results, final results: Mali 1, Burkina Faso 0, Ghana lost to Senegal 2-0, and that gave Senegal the ticket to the World Cup in Poland.
Yeah, Ghana drew their first match, and now they've recorded a loss. They are still in with a shout. They still have a last game, and I just hope they're able to pull it off. But Senegalese, I mean, you would always expect the West African teams to come in strong and massive. And Ghana has not really been there at youth level for some time now. We defeated them at under-17, so they will not be there. And this is their chance to come back and show that they are still, you know, relevant in the youth category. But it's never going to be easy. Senegal have always been there. They've always been challengers. And match against Senegal and Ghana could easily, you know, go either way. So really, Senegalese have always been there. I'm not surprised.
I agree. And this is good progression. Remember, Senegal, they were runners-up in this competition in the last edition and 4th place finishers in the FIFA Under-20 World Cup in 2015.
Absolutely.
So that's a momentum that they're trying to sustain, you know.
It is. And I'm not surprised at the result. And Ghana really need to do a lot of soul searching and wake up, because their football really has been taking a nap, a serious nap, unexpected one. And I just hope that at all levels, you know, they are able to come back and be the Ghana we've always known.
Okay, so that's it. Congratulations to Senegal. They'll be making an appearance at the FIFA Under-20 World Cup for the 3rd time in a row, and that's good progression. As I said, they were runners-up in the CAF Under-20 AFCON, the last edition, and they finished 4th at the last FIFA Under-20 World Cup. That's 2015. The Young Lions of Teranga confirmed their place in this year's World Cup finals after defeating Ghana 2-0 in their second Group B match. So it's a shout out to Senegal. Let's talk about Nigeria, the Flying Eagles, led by coach Paul Aigbogun. And we saw them yesterday. They pushed and pushed, did all they could, but the goal didn't just come against South Africa. Did that frustrate you too?
It was not so much about the result, but the play. I'm not too comfortable with the quality of play, Austin. I don't know if the pitch contributed. But
you're not comfortable with the quality of play, or you think there's no quality in that team?
There is, you know, very few in terms of. I do believe that it is work in progress, and there's a lot of improvements that we need to make. I'm not too comfortable with the play. I don't see any organized play really. There's a lot of kick and follow in what they do, and there's in terms of strategy, creativity. You know, in terms of finishing, especially in the final third, it was lacking. And at this point, we want to see some exciting, you know, young lads coming through the ranks, because the essence of it is developmental. It's not just win at all costs. but you don't see that in terms of promises, in terms of infant touches of the player that needs to be brushed up. I really, there were some things I was looking forward to, and I was searching.
You were looking for promise, right?
I was looking for promise, and I didn't see much of
looking
it.
for prospects, but in terms of individual brilliance, like Coach Geno says he wants to look at this team and pick. Do we have those kind of players here?
That's what I'm saying. Ikwem, of course, Ikwem, a fantastic left back. On the, he's already was part of the Chan team. That one is, we've always known him. But in terms of others, I've looked at Abubakar Ibrahim. Hafiz Aremu has always been in the picture. He hasn't really get going in this tournament, so far. He hasn't really impressed me. He's still. I do believe that so many of them. I just hope they will grow into the competition. I looked at Yaya, also a solid lad. But in terms of the midfield, I haven't really seen the organized play or the creativity. Even in the wing play, the crosses are not of high quality, and the chances are not really. I do believe that the essence at this point is to qualify and then come home and do a lot of soul searching so that we can have a team. Because you're not just looking at a team that can qualify, you're looking at a team that can go to the competition proper and excel. And Austin, with what I have seen so far, I am not impressed, Austin. We could do far better than than what we have now, Austin.
Particularly that we have the talent. So
we have the talent. Yeah, I just hope that, and Austin, I don't know, I don't want to. We do have a fair idea how we looked when we were 18. These lads, I don't know. I don't want to say much about the way they look, but they look quite
20. Well, it's your opinion.
It's my opinion.
People can argue. People can argue, or persons are rather arguing that for some of the trainings that these lads go through, when you see a 20-year-old guy, he's already looking all mature.
I want to believe I'm wrong, Austin, but I do have my concern, because the essence of it, because at times pressure. The management could put a lot of pressure on the coach, causing all manner of issues that we cannot see on air. But the essence of it is still developmental. And, when Guerra is watching, he's looking for players that can move on to the under-23 team.
Yeah, and if possible, the Super
Eagles.
But when the fans always want to win, they win at all costs. And this is part of the reasons why persons are asking questions. For instance, look at how they're all protesting in that match against South Africa.
It shows you how desperate, these lads are to get results, how they really want to qualify, or how what the coach told them, and they really want, the plan was to qualify that same day. But you have to give kudos to the South Africans. They were extremely dogged. They played to their strength. They couldn't match the Eagles, one-on-one. So they just more or less packed the bus. And it's disappointing when you put in so much effort and at the end you don't win. And at the time the referee ended the game, they felt that they should have let it go on. But once the time is up, it's up. It's understandable, disappointing. I remember when we watched there was one under-17 tournament Nigeria defeated Spain in the final. I think the Spanish players, they were even at 17, they also rushed. They were also very, very upset with the referee, even as teenagers at that age. So it's not something that is we haven't seen before. At times, emotions tends to take have the better of these players. They are human beings after all. So I wouldn't attribute that to just passion that is playing out.
There you go. That they are young people, and they're asking questions.
Even at secondary school level, Austin, Principal Cup, we see these things, and then we rush the referee. Why would you?
Fight. You gotta wait for them. I say so.
These things happen.
It's football. It's the emotions that comes with it. So that's it, Sports Tonight, on your award-winning sports-loving channels television. I love that angle of the analysis of what the Flying Eagles did at the final whistle against South Africa. Let's go on this quick break. When we come back, what's going on? I'll let you know what went down match day 7 of the Nigeria Professional Football League. I'm so fired up to talk about that one. Don't go anywhere. Stay.